Hello YouTube land, how you doing today? I only have a couple minutes, so I'm going to make this kind of short. I was browsing Facebook this morning before heading out, and one of my friends had posted something Mike Huckabee said. Now, I ask you to bear with me. I try not to think about Mike Huckabee too often, but I'm going to read part of his post. He's talking about the George Zimmerman trial, and in particular, he's speaking about the media coverage that happened before it. In that, if there are no heroes in this, and what he's talking about is that Zimmerman's not a hero, Trayvon's not a hero either. Those are his conclusions. I'm not even going to get into that. Because what he's saying is if there are no heroes, there are some villains. The media deserves to be excoriated for their role in inventing many parts of the narrative before the facts and evidence were even presented. Thank God the press is not a true fourth branch of government. They emphasize the race factor because Trayvon Martin was black, but they're blatantly dishonest in not acknowledging that George Zimmerman was Hispanic. The facts in the case as presented in court under oath were far different than the heated comments that were spewed by the media and the professional agitators who called more attention to themselves than they did to the tragedy. Now I want to say right off the bat, I don't necessarily disagree with everything inside of that. Quite honestly, yes, people tried to take advantage of this tragedy in order to advance something that they wish to advocate for. And I think people who do that, who take advantage of other people's pain and suffering, should be called out for what they've done. In fact, it reminded me a lot of someone else who did something like this. In fact, it was last December. Mike Huckabee was standing on the corpses of 20 dead children in Newtown, Connecticut, in order to advocate about prayer in school and God in school. And this, of course, was before any facts were known. In fact, as I recall, he did this the day of, where he said that people shouldn't be surprised that this happens. And I'm paraphrasing, by the way. People shouldn't be surprised that schools have turned into places of carnage since we've done our best to remove God from them, and we only want to go to God after this has happened. So, I don't disagree with Mike Huckabee. Those people who try to take advantage of other people's suffering in order to advance their own position or build an advocacy for something should be excoriated for what they do. And I think Mike Huckabee ought to start at home. So, just my thoughts on it. Hope you have a good day. Try not to think too much about Mike Huckabee.